From a very young age, Boeta Suleiman had a natural or innate ability to grasp the concept of doing things for yourself.
Salamat, darling. My name is Suleiman Samuels. I was born or found myself in Gympie Street, at number 32 Gympie Street. I was raised there and I went to school to St. Mary's for 2 years. My household was quite fine because my father was a fisherman. He was never at home. And so it's just my mother, myself and my brother and sisters.
All the years he's in Gympie Street. I think we're going to carry him out here.
Inshallah.
Over the years, Gympie Street, located in Woodstock, Cape Town, gained the reputation of being notorious for all sorts of illegal activities. It is also the street that Boeta Suleiman proudly calls home. Amidst the controversies and the recent gentrification that took place in Gympie Street, there are a few families who have withstood the test of time and were able to do so based on strong family values.
This is Gympie Street, yes. This is where I stayed. Families in the house, 1, 2, 3, 4 different families. Samuels, Dean, Hendricks, and Mr. Jaffa. So 4 people in this whole place here. 4 families. Good memories of it. Everybody was trying to make a living, so they opened their own businesses, like brothels, you know, that type of prostitution, leather makers, saddle makers, yeah.
As a child growing up, every Friday I remember he comes to the house and then he just sits there and talk about his wife and everything. I used to do all the wrong things in his younger days, yeah.
Like what?
Like smoking and that's about it. Yeah, smoking, dancing, and the girls own. I can see eyes smiling.
My mom was very loving and very strict to us and very helpful where we need things. She had to do washing for other people and cook food for other people so they can get an income. That's how we grew up. Well, I was enrolled at St. Mary's and that's where I went to school. Coming out of a Muslim house type of thing, you know. They were serving food and I didn't like the type of food they were serving that day. It was a fish paste type of, but now it's red. I looked at the bread and I told one of my friends, listen, I'm not going to eat this. I don't like this type of red thing on the bread. So he turned around and went to the teacher and tell him, the teacher, I said there's pork on the thing, it's meat type of thing. The teacher called me in and tell me, listen, did you say that? I said, yes, but I didn't say it. Now the teacher asked me to say there was pork. I said, no, I didn't say it. I said, I didn't eat this piece, the food, because I don't like the redness of the thing. Okay? You can go home, bring your mom. I went home, I brought my mom and the teacher told my mom, listen, this is what he said, but I didn't say it. And take your son and look for another school for him. It was the second year at school I was, A and B years. First year I came about 4th and the second year I came 7th in B and then I was expelled. I wanted to go to school, I really wanted to learn. So now I can't go to school, so what do? I must go make money. I started off with a couple of wires lying around town. First piece I picked up a piece of brass wire and I made the rings. And I made rings and I sold it to a nail boutique. And that I wasn't doing welding at the time. I was just turning it around a spiral, cut it up, and just put it nicely together, polish up, sold it. As I make the pins, I say, hey, I'm making at least a pound, 2 pounds. Then I reckon to myself, wait, this is good. Came home every day, as I went out every day. I came home, I gave my mom 1 rand. Say, 10 bob is 1 10 bob. I gave her a 10 bob, and whatever is over, I kept. If I don't make money the next day, then I still use from that overs to give her that 10 bob. So for every day, she had that 10 bob to run the place, run the house, pay the rent. And there was always extras, and I saved that extras till there's no trading. If there's trading, then I make. But if there's no trading, I still give her the 10 bob from that savings that I had. And that's how I learned to keep money together.
Suleiman's expulsion from primary school could have caused some damaging effects, but never did he allow it to break his spirit, not even at the age of 7 years. In fact, Suleiman has always had an inquiring mind, which led him to nurture and develop his own creativity.
My wife was doing the flea markets as like being the sales lady, and she's always taking over. I make and she sells. And the more I make, she's got to sell. So the children were mostly trading things, because if they needed some ice boots and anything that they need, I said, listen, you got to do something. And I showed them how to trade beads, bracelets, necklaces, and I showed them one. And they just start trading.
This is a picture of the flea market. My daddy did all the fairs, man, from City Park. And wherever, every year, February, that was our fair season, December, February. Now then, December school holidays, we will make leather belts. So he will have given each of us a toolkit and a hammer, and we will take like a leather belt and knock out the patterns all over, like from one side to the other side. And then that is actually what he would sell on the store, and it would be handmade. So he would do the buckle, and he would then paint it different colors, or varnish it, or tan it, or whatever he used to do. And then it would be like original as handcrafted jewelry.
Experiencing apartheid is like, if I want to go to town, I had to wait for a bus. A European bus comes along, half empty, I can't get onto it. I have to wait for a Niblanke bus, and it's full. Now I've got to wait for another bus. That one comes along, it's full. Or you're lucky to get a seat on that's between 2 to 3 hours. With 4 buses before you can get into wherever you want to go. That's how bad it was. Let's get the door fixed, eh? You see how hard it is for me to get out of the taxi. When I started off, it was like, you can't just trade anywhere. I was sitting underneath these trees as a legal hawker. When the cops come, you got to move. So eventually this become legal to trade here. So I got a permit and a license to trade. Hi, assalamu alaikum, Mudiba.
Hi, walaikum salam.
How's it go?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, with me it's so going.
Ja, gezondheid.
Yeah, so, hop along.
Kennis.
Alhamdulillah, they're all big.
Ja,
They would like to see you.
Van die vrou, no?
Yeah.
What's wrong with your legs, actually?
Oh, we're getting old.
Nee, maar as jy van oud nie,
No, but it's just the joints is getting.
Yeah, but there's herbs that you can use. Some also use allemaal die herbs.
Pains that I've got in my legs is so small, you know, it's like, but when it's pain, it really pains, and I just take it easy for a while and it's fine. Like I'm sitting here now, it's relaxed. It's fine, nothing. But like, what's happening now with my hands is getting cocky, crooked like it's starting to go. Yeah, this one here, this one here. Yeah, this 2 soldiers of me is getting like numb, painful. But it's not so severe that I must take tablets. Laat het goed gaan.
Inshallah.
Problems. The problems I haven't got at the moment. There's nothing happening to me. Because they have got the kids and they like looking after me. Problems comes, they try and solve these things. Okay, nou waar is die lipo? Ito kong koru voor jou. Hoe is het zo daar? Oké, right toe.
Hij moet net terug doen.
Onaf op, recht af en op.
Ja. Kan je anders van die microwave?
Het is lekker, je moet hem proeven. Die anti wat hem maken is niet zo lekker. Rijst met vlees. Ja, rijst met ons. No problem.
I'm about 75 years old.
Okay, so right. Alhamdulillah. Thank Allah for all these years.
Yeah. But I was 26 years with him. Good
Nice,
years.
eh?
Good years, yes. And this is his eldest grandchild. Shia, my daughter. Yeah, she's a very, very good daughter. She's looking after me very well.
Is dat weer?
Yeah. And she loves her grandfather too much.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu an...
Going to mosque in the morning, pray for these things, for my health, to guide me through the day, and that's what keeps me till the next prayer time. When I met my wife, she was a very strong Muslim because I was different to her type of thing. She being a Muslim and I'm also being Muslim, but there was a difference in her than me. Because due to her parents, when I met her parents, I can see the difference of being Muslim and a non-Muslim or not a practicing Muslim. And when I met her, I started to change myself, my attitude, seeing what she's doing, what she's praying, what she's asking for verbally, loud so I can hear, and also telling me about it, you know. And that's how I learned all these things to get the understanding and the passionate about it, because she was very, very, very passionate about it. Because I wasn't such an angel myself at the time. But I mean, through my missus, I've changed a lot. This one is my wife, and this is my the sister-in-law that was. We had a double wedding. We got married on the same date. My sister introduced us. This is Fatila.
Well, we were working together in one place, and then she wanted to meet him. So I said, okay, fine.
From there, we just corresponded. She was staying in District 6 at the time. Then they suggested I must go talk to her father. And I introduced myself. Her sister wanted to get married. And the mother reckoned and the father reckoned, listen, let them somehow both get married together. We're not let's play it because then it would be one expense type of thing. And they agreed. Everybody agreed.
Why am I not in this photo? I see Daddy's here, Boeta's there, Arafat is there, everyone else.
Well, it's not your turn yet. So you have to wait another couple of years.
Supposed to be a family photo.
Well, I can get a small one and insert it here. No?
Yeah.
You see, I'm still laughing, I'm smoked up. When I tell them that, they always laugh. I think this is where the whole change took place. After I left this and came to here, you know, it just went differently.
Where's this bus going?
Medina, it's quite a few hours. It's like 6 hours.
So that's why everyone's sleeping
Yeah,
there.
it's resting. There's, we're taking photos on the mountain.
Who's back?
Deze sabi, die schoonmaker, je maagriep om zomaar mee leef. Because hy moet die water bring.
Okay. What are you eating here? What's mommy eating
Chips.
here? Oh, chips.
It's like on the waterfront. In '95, she suggested we must go and on the pilgrimage. I said, have you got money? She said, yes. First year, 95 we went. Came back, we had a successful trip. 2 years later, we went again. And the last time we went with my wife and myself, and with my son-in-law's family. That's 4 years ago. That's where I left her behind. She knocked her knee. She had an operation before that. She knocked her knee as we entered the lodge. It was so painful because she had some sort of an implant thing there. It's 10 days later, she died. We buried her the next day, the Friday. The Thursday she died, the Friday was one now. It was a very sudden thing for me, and also, you know, because I miss my partner, which I grew up. We made things together, we do things together, you know. All of it, and especially now, at that place, leaving all the children behind, which was a very sad thing, and her family, which all loved her very much, you know. They were very attached to her. Don't worry, don't worry.
Okay, don't be scared.
Just now, it's just playing for time.
Can I sit on the barber's chair?
I haven't got a concentration like I used to have on this game. I didn't win one game. Yeah.
One time the Samuels used to play very, very well.
It shows that like I'm getting
okay.
dumber and dumber. Dumb.
Okay, so that's it.
Okay.
Okay, that is a winning move. Out of the corner is a winning move. Come out of the corner.
No man, don't play like it, man.
Come out of the corner.
That's only them. They grew up in the era when it was very popular, where you could like see them play on street corners and so on.
We're receiving trophies for playing the game and being the winners and the runners-up. They've all received these trophies.
3-day competition, 3-day.
Yeah, it was a 3-day competition. And these people here, is all deceased. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I didn't want the cup.
Most of our guys are by now in their 70s already, some in the 80s and even 90s. There's one or two in the 90s. But Boeta Sol's game, Boeta Sol he play a good defensive game, but he's also a good attacker, especially when he play against somebody who's on a par with him or weaker than him. And then he's very much an attacking player. Boeta Sol's problem is that sometimes he attack against the wrong guys.
So otherwise, Boeta Sol, how do you feel being 75?
Oh, very old.
It is so strong.
Dat nam goed gegroeid kan. No?
Yeah. Now they're getting older, it's becoming less.
Less, now it's becoming a placement. Look at the top.
Top on the side and the back is still very long, that's only.
Okay.
But Mr. Solly must be in this area for a long time.
What is that, Omar? Yeah.
Boeta Sol is here maybe about 18 to 20 years. I think Boeta Sol has been a personal friend of my brother, which was Suleiman. They were very good friends.
I think we must throw cement in Gympie Street so that we can put his footprint there.
Solly, I always meet him in Woodstock. Wherever I walk, he's there. And he always got that smile.
So Samuels, I think you look about younger now. Younger than 75 now.
It's 5 years off. Shukran betalfin.
Whenever Boeta Suleiman has free time, he spends it sharing some of his leather and bead-making skills with elders who gather at the various community projects in Woodstock. Retired community members are constantly developing innovative ideas for income generation projects, and Boeta Suleiman's
I would just pay them off to do one thing. Maybe one puts on the dye, and the other one puts on the eyelets, chop the hole, do the gluing, which they can do now if they like. I got the gluing here. I got some glue also.
That's
Yeah.
like in the factory.
Yes, yes,
Goes down the line.
yes,
This one do that, that
yes.
one do that.
You're right,
That's
madam.
the way it works. I think it's not the age that counts. You can be 100, and if your hands can work, you can do anything. And you got your brains to help you, you can do anything. He can still teach us, and the youngsters that grows up, he can still teach them to be productive in this world.
I've got no fear for growing old. I've eliminated that part of it, because old you must go, die you must. Understand? That's why it doesn't bother me in my mind for growing old. Because like for instance, I can't walk from here to there, it doesn't bother me. If I can't take the taxi, then I keep walking. If it takes me longer, but I'll get there if I want to do it. It doesn't bother me really.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hip, 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 hip.